grew up in South Georgia in a little town called Valdosta and practiced law there for years and then moved to Atlanta 7 or 8 years ago. I have a home in Highlands, North Carolina, where I began playing croquet about 20 years ago. My wife and I both play croquet. She is a good player, and I encourage her to play, and she encourages me to play.
I was born and raised here in Atlanta. Went to Vanderbilt University School of Nursing and was a pediatric oncology nurse for 40 years. And my husband and I have lived in Atlanta forever. We've stayed here and moved here, and he died shortly after we moved here. But that was a blessing too, that I was settled in here. Love sports, love to be competitive, love to win. I have 2 children that live here in Atlanta, 2 girls and 2 grandchildren that live here, and siblings. So it's a nice big family.
I grew up in Middle Tennessee around Knoxville, and I was in a family business that we made hardwood flooring and dimension for furniture companies and had sawmills. Period of time we lived in West Palm, which is where the National Croquet School is, and that's where we started playing there. And then we lived from there in a place called Bald Head Island, North Carolina, which has a big croquet program. When we came here looking, we were wanting a place that you could be active in. We didn't want to come to sit in our room and wait on being fed. So that's really appealed to us, this outdoor lean that they have here of doing things. And so we moved here 3 years ago.
Only a handful of people, including the 3 of us, had played much croquet before they moved in here, and now we've got lots of players and people, first-time players that have really found something to do that they really enjoy. So I think it's been a wonderful thing to have croquet here. And it's really the main reason some of us moved in.
Well, it wasn't the main reason for me to move in. I didn't know anything about croquet. It was beautiful and I knew it was going to be fun, but I didn't know a thing about it. So I was fortunate to want to start playing as soon as it opened, and have learned and just had a wonderful time playing. It's a big part of my life here at Peachtree Hills.
And my wife, when we looked here, we were croquet players from the 1990s and 2000s and hadn't played in about 10 years, and we were looking for a retirement facility, and when we saw the croquet courts, we made our choice real quick on the spot, and we've been here 3 years and love it. We have a tournament in about 2 weeks, state championship for croquet, and I think everything's going to be just perfect for that.
And we have tournaments within our own group, a championship, ladies, men's, doubles, so forth. So we had some great exhibitions.
We've had plenty of wonderful players come, and we get to watch. Sometimes we get to play with them, and it's really fun. It's awesome to do that because you get to see these young players, and it's very inspiring.
I think you said when they opened here, they had, I think, 4 people that had prior experience and about 40 people that wanted to learn. So it's been a fun process. That 40 that 3 years ago that was just starting are playing really good golf croquet right now. So we just trying to keep growing and go with that.
It wasn't hard at all. I felt welcome. I just knew that I was going to love it. I'm sort of someone that once I decide I want to do something, I work at it. And so I love to play. I play every day if possible. So I'm not great at it, but I have a great time at it.
She's being modest too. In most croquet clubs, in most croquet, it's a sport that's played mixed. Not like golf where you have women's leagues and the men's leagues. You go to croquet tournaments and you'll find that everybody's put in the pot together, and women play the men and vice versa during the work. So it's a good game for that too. It keeps everybody mixed, playing with each other.
I don't feel like we do as much of that next plan.
Yeah.
It would be a lot more fun to do that. We do it at Wine and Wickets, but other than that, the men practice and the ladies practice separately. I think Wine and Wickets has been very popular. One nice thing is you don't have to have a spouse to come play, and that's nice because people are thrown together and draw for partners or do something like that. So it's very inclusive, and so it's fun and a couple hours of playing and a glass of wine. Very nice.
We have hiking clubs. There's bridge clubs. There's
History clubs.
history clubs. There's
Bingo.
we have a gym. They offer yoga, Pilates. We have a pool that we do classes in and stuff. It's just a really active environment, and that's nice.
I think there's an exercise class or two every day. And some people participate in almost every one of them. And of course, there's also a gym where people can work out on their own, and they have a personal trainer there too. So, and a Pilates instructor. You can, plus all the social activities, you won't get bored here. We think the location is fabulous here because, you know, so many times senior living is out in the country somewhere and they say it's so beautiful. We love being in part of the community here. You can walk through the little small, almost village, and you're real close to a shopping center. And it's real close to all the arts centers and it's just so much to do, and it's a lot better to be right here in the middle of Buckhead than stuck out in the country somewhere, in my opinion.
You have two restaurants that you can eat at, and the grill room we do breakfast and lunch also. One runs more like a grill room where you can get sandwiches and salads for lunch and dinner, and lighter appetizers, entrees. And then we have a fine dining in 1912, which has a more sophisticated menu.
I like just normal, plain steak and potatoes. So some of the other things they fix just really aren't my taste. I think they do a good job. The staff here is fabulous. I say the staff is better than the food. They are the sweetest people and go out of their way to help you with anything you need.
Well, my favorite thing about Peachtree Hills Place is I'd say, well, Croquet, of course, but the people here. And by that I mean the staff and the residents. We've gotten to know new friends like Bill, like Rebecca, and it's just been, that's been one of the nicest things about Peachtree Hills, in my opinion.
I have to agree with Peachtree Hills. That is the best thing. I knew a lot of people here when I moved here. I've grown up with so many of them, but the people here are just wonderful. And of course, Croquet is an added bonus.
I just have to ditto what they said. The croquet is the icing on the cake, but the people and staff here are really, you meet new people and people want to meet you, and you can walk around here and have 2 or 3 conversations, and before you know it, you made a couple of friends while you're out on your walk. And the croquet just is, aesthetically adds to the look of the place, but it's just turning into a great gathering place for people that live here to come to enjoy the game and watch and all that. So.
It's healthy to be around your friends, and people are upbeat, and we're all having a good time together. So that's very healthy. And you get a little exercise walking in.